This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Boy Meets World. We're your hosts. I'm Kyle. Sitting across the table from me, as always, is Steven.
Hello. How are you?
What's up,
how
buddy?
are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. Hope you guys are getting along swimmingly.
I'm sure they are. It's probably blown over by now, right?
You think we're going to wait that long to put these out?
Week 5 of quarantine over here.
Yeah. Last week we had a contamination issue. The plastic sealant on the house was breached. Yeah.
How did we fix it?
We haven't.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. We still got the breach and the intruder is still here.
Oh, good Lord.
So
I don't know if there will be a week 6.
I got faith.
Okay.
You want to know why I got faith?
What?
Because we got one more episode till we're done with season 3.
That's true. We have to power through to finish season 3 at least.
Yeah, we got to. I'm just kidding.
We're at season 3, episode 21, the happiest show on earth.
This is a special episode.
Was it special?
Yeah, we got out of Philadelphia
Oh, that's
for a
true.
little bit.
That's true. Did you like it?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Better than the previous?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting.
I like it. I feel like Sean's really gotten a lot of screen time this season.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's good to have maybe one or two a season. But unless you're the main, I don't think the majority of you should have a big lion's share of the season.
Wow. He's number 2.
Could be a hot take.
Number 3.
But, I would rather
2, 3, Topanga, Sean, interchangeable.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I mean, Topanga hasn't had a episode centered around her at all.
That's true.
Yeah. You can't really count this one because it's about Cory's affection towards Topanga.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. You ready to dive in?
Yeah.
All right. So this episode opens up with some kind of dance going on at Chubby's for whatever reason.
Yep. We open up and they're doing the twist. Had to pay a $2 cover so Cory could twirl his index fingers.
Yeah, I did. That was one of my favorite parts in this episode.
And he still got kissed at the end of it. It's crazy.
Where it's it was worth it to pay the $3 cover to do this.
Yeah. I thought he was dreaming. I really did. I was like, there's no way this is ending well for him.
Yeah. But then we see him sit down with the new girl. I believe it's Kristen.
Sounds about right.
And he is absolutely killing it with the lines.
Yeah, he is smooth. She's like, so what have people been saying about me? She said, well, that you twirl a fry with your hands before you kiss a girl. And he's sitting there twirling something in his hand that might be a fry, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
At Chubby's, you can never tell.
Right.
But he throws it, leans in, they kiss. He accidentally calls was it Kristen?
I believe so, yeah.
Kristen Topanga.
Mm-hmm. No good. She's going on about, you do this with all the girls, blah, blah, blah. Where's this coming from? We haven't seen this.
For real, right? Looks like Cory got himself a tutor.
Right. So then we jump to school. We see Cory and Sean having a little chit-chat with the mistake of the name calling Topanga, blah, blah, blah. Sean gives them some great advice to write the name on the palm of his hand as he is talking to Cory and looks at his hand to say, Cory.
Yeah. He said, while looking at his palm to get the name right.
It's pretty good. Then we're going to see the rest of the class come in, and Mr. Turner, he's like, hey, remember those papers you wrote months ago? Yeah. And then Sean says, oh, yeah, I just finished mine last night. Here it is. Turn it in.
Turner fucking throws it in the garbage without saying anything.
And here are the winners.
Yeah. Here's the winners of the environmental essay. He gives the girl Cory was just on a date with.
The Kristen one, yes.
Yeah.
Lips.
Yep.
And Topanga.
Yeah, Lips is the Native American pretty boy. Sits in the front row.
No, well, I mean, I don't think he's ever been in the show before until
Oh,
now,
really?
but yeah.
Well, I didn't know if that was like his real name. His credits, Lips, or...
It's, I forget what they were calling him, but that was his nickname, Lips, right?
And he's talking to a girl behind him while this is going on. He just waves it off. Then Topanga's the last name to be called.
Mm-hmm.
Lips swings right around and starts looking at her.
Mm-hmm.
Because the winner of this essay contest... Sorry, I don't mean to talk like Captain Kirk. My coffee's wearing off. But they get to go on a trip to Disney World.
That they do.
So he's already over there plotting like Topanga.
Did anything like this ever happen in your schooling career?
We had I don't know if you guys had it, but elementary school we had this like math like competition where like you finish the math book and going off how many answers you got right. You got a trip to Six Flags.
So still in the state, but...
Yeah, but I mean, it's a free trip.
Sure.
For trying to boost math scores.
Did you go?
I'm sure you could tell from last week's episode I never won it.
Oh.
So...
Okay, that answers my follow-up.
Yeah. 3 plus 3 does not equal 9.
No.
So
No, it doesn't.
yeah. If you turn the plus sign a little bit, it'll be 3 times 3, and that equals 9. So
that is correct. Blah, blah, blah. We start to see Lips and Topanga on a ride at the Disney World.
yeah, I mean, we jump right the fuck into Disney World, don't we?
And he's going on, blah, 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 how your hair is going to be safe on the ride, but your lips are in danger. Turns out this was just a dream, though, of Cory's.
Yeah. Cory wakes up in a cold sweat, wakes Eric up. And I noticed that their beds are like 3 feet apart.
I mean, it looks like a 2-bed hotel room, right?
Yeah. Well, it's smaller than that.
Think so?
Yeah.
Really?
They sleep really close together. It's weird.
Well, they're family.
I guess, but my brother and I didn't sleep that close.
You wouldn't want to sleep that close to Zach?
I don't think he'd want to sleep that close to me.
Well, why?
Because it's weird.
You got a cuddling problem?
Yeah, he does.
No. Okay.
You ever seen him? It's
No.
like a little cuddling machine.
Okay. So you don't want to... Nah, never mind. So Eric gives some quick advice so he can go back to sleep. Tell her how you feel, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, that's not going to work. I don't know. He's like, well, how about just go to fucking Florida? Okay?
Yeah, Eric actually guessed what Cory's dream was about.
Yeah.
He was like, you still love Topanga and you want her back. And Cory's like, how the fuck did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Eric gets up, turns the light on. Turns out Cory's got a 15 by 20 poster of fucking Topanga above his bed.
Yeah. How do you get one of those?
I guess you
That's
get a
my
custom
question.
made.
Okay. Had to order one.
Okay. Of Topanga?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of 7th grade Topanga. Yeah.
Okay, that's a little weird.
I didn't make it.
I'm just going to let that one sit over here. We're going to move on.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, just go to Florida, chase her down, tell her how you feel, and of course Cory is like, well, what about sunscreen? That's the major problem out of all of it. Not how to get there or anything.
What
like
about
that.
the sunscreen?
Yeah. So okay, he says, fuck it. He's gonna do it, right?
He's down to go. He's going to do it.
Are you okay? Is that because of the breach? Or?
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the breach
Okay.
of the coffee to my throat. Excuse me.
So he's gonna do it, and then Eric has a wonderful plan to help him out.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to cover for you. Check this out. And he's got this lifelike dummy of Cory.
Mm-hmm.
It even has the curly hair on top.
It's got the curly hair. It's got the signature blue mittens that Cory wears.
He's got the red flannel shirt and the jeans. Cory has his doubts. He's looking there. He's like, no one's ever going to fall for that. Sean comes up. He's like, hey, Cory. Hey, oh, shit. Hey, Cory.
He fucking high fives the dummy.
Yeah.
What's up, Cory? Oh, God. Sean's the best.
He is. He's dumber than dirt, but he's the best.
So we got some tickets.
Yep, Sean got some tickets from his uncle that's in the, what is it?
The gaming industry.
Gaming industry. And he gives him some tickets to Florida. Sean says, well, we might have to break some knees while we're down there. But
Yeah. I think he's in the gambling industry.
yeah, horse racing.
And breaks knees when people don't pay up.
You think it pays well?
Yeah. You interested?
I could be.
Okay.
I'm getting pretty desperate over here.
We'll talk off air.
Okay.
Maybe break some knees. What about that? You gonna send some 7th graders to go down and break some knees?
Does it pay more if I do it?
Maybe.
Okay. It depends.
Okay. Cory's like, well, hey, how about this? Before we even do all of this, go down to Florida, blah, blah, blah. What if I just tell Topanga how I feel right now?
Yeah. Save us all some trouble.
Yeah. How's that go?
Well, he walks up to her, tells her all about it, and then here comes, well, no, that didn't happen yet. Sorry. Walks up to Topanga, tells her all about it. Topanga kind of tells him, like, hey, you're going out with a different girl every day. I don't know if it's for real or not.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What do you think about that?
it's an honest assumption.
And while this is going down, Turner calls her over because he's got this big-ass trunk he's pulling about. He's like, is this yours? And she says, yeah, that's my carry-on makeup.
No, it's for her hair.
Or hair products, okay. Topanga has changed over the years here. You think fucking hippie-ass Topanga would be bringing all that?
No.
So this is the first change.
I don't think hippie-ass Topanga would use chemicals to straighten her hair either.
Right?
Because if you recall, it's very curly.
Mm-hmm. Good point. And then she fools with that, and then, of course, turns around to see the new girl.
Kristen?
Yeah. Talking to Cory, and then a kiss. And then busted. This happens multiple times in this episode.
Oh, motherfucker, I knew it.
Then we see Sean and Cory, and they have landed in Florida. They're there. They rode in a cargo plane.
With chickens.
And Cory has peck marks from chickens on his neck.
You ever been to Disney World?
I have not been to Disney World, Disneyland, or any Disney thing.
Do you want to go?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure some of the rides are probably cool. But I'm not like, I gotta go.
Yeah, you're not like jonesing.
No. I thought about it when I was in Florida just recently.
Yeah.
But it's very expensive.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Isn't it like $100 a person per day?
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we went like years ago when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
I remember hating it.
Really?
Yeah, and I was a child.
Lines,
heat,
people.
Yeah, I saw one big fat. This is my first glimpse of fat, sweaty nerd culture.
Mm-hmm.
I saw one fat dude push a kid out of the way to look at the elephants.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pecked by chickens. Feeney is very close to busting Eric and dummy Cory. I do like the fact that Eric is carrying the dummy out of the class, and it's like, hey, good oral exam.
Good oral exam, Matthews, and Eric takes the hand of the dummy and just gives it like a thumbs up.
Thank you. And then he shoves it into the locker. He's got a little break in between classes here. And Feeney kind of catches a glimpse. But Turner calls Feeney over with enough time for Eric to throw the dummy down the hallway.
Yeah, Feeney's like in disbelief. He's like, did you shove your brother into a locker?
He's like, why would I want to do that? I swear I saw a curly-headed boy in your locker. He's like, why would I want a curly-headed boy in my locker?
But yeah, like you said, Turner gets Feeney's attention. Eric pulls the dummy out, throws it, shows Feeney the empty locker. Feeney is still flabbergasted.
And gives him detention.
Yeah.
Just on principle.
Yeah. Just, what you did there.
Then we see a sad, lonely dolphin.
Yep, we do.
Something about, I believe its name is Amber.
Yeah, dolphin's name's Amber, and all the other dolphins are eating, and the person giving the discussion to the class. Let me back up.
Okay,
I can tell that story fucking better. I got
Do
enough
it.
coffee in my system to
Do it. I dare you.
All right, so after the Feeney and Eric debacle, we go back to Florida, Disney World.
Debacle.
Debacle. What did I say, debacle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back to whatever.
Start again.
Okay. After the Feeney and Eric debacle, we get back to Disney World. Lips, Topanga, and Kristen are on a tour, and we see some dolphins, a pod of dolphins. I think they're called a pod, where they're all together. They're all eating except for one.
A gaggle.
No, that's geese. But that's gooses, Canadian gooses.
Mm.
If you got a problem with Canadian gooses, you got a problem with me. I suggest you let that one marinate.
All right, we'll do.
You like Leonard Kenny?
It's okay.
That's pretty great.
It's okay.
I think it's pretty great. Anyways, we're back at Disney World after the Eric Feeney debacle. And what the fuck are we even doing?
I don't know.
The reason why this dolphin, is not eating is because it's away from its mate.
Yes, correct.
And the person given this explanation is none other than Heidi from Tool Time.
Tool Time.
From Home Improvement.
Home Improvement.
Yeah.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen.
Tim Taylor.
Tim Taylor. Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
She was probably on there. I've heard that the Home Improvement set and Boy Meets World was like neighboring each other.
Yeah.
So
we can just pop in and we got an extra roll. You want some extra cash?
We saw Al in one episode.
That's true.
Of course, Amy was on Home Improvement as Jill's friend a time or two.
Man, I haven't watched Home Improvement in a minute.
It's pretty good.
We should do our next podcast should be Home Improvement.
Think so?
We'll call it Pod Improvement.
People are like, this is going to tell me how to make my podcast better. No, it's just a really shitty podcast about Home Improvement.
We need to put a disclaimer up on that one.
And then busted again. I'm assuming somewhere in here, Cory was with Kristen and Topanga caught him. Because, like I said, it happens several times in this episode.
Yeah, he's going on about his feelings about Topanga, how he loves her and all this, but he never says Topanga. After he's done spilling his guts, he turns around and there's Kristen again, like, "Oh my God, Cory!" So,
and Topanga sees it, and then Cory and Sean spent the night and slept inside of the log roller coaster thing.
Yeah,
that's just the little Splash Mountain kind of deal. I don't know what the ride's called, but
I don't either, but it's a popular one. But yeah, Cory's a log sleeping loser.
Yeah, I wrote that. Of course, Cory wakes up. My back is destroyed. Sean wakes up and says, "Best night of sleep ever."
Damn, Turner, you need to get this kid a bed.
Right. Log sleeping loser.
He doesn't live with Turner anymore, though.
Yeah, that's true. And let's go home. We should have seen a follow up to that a little bit.
We should have.
After last episode, do you think, right? Let's go home. I'm a loser. Well, now we're staying. Apparently, Sean didn't, but Cory thinks he used reverse psychology on him to think he was a loser when he's really not. Actually, Sean says that Lips and Topanga make a really cute couple, but not as cute as Cory and Topanga, so it's fine. We see Lips and Topanga on a little lunch date, I guess. And he is trying to go for the lips.
Yeah, we're treated to a montage of Topanga always just hanging out with Lips and constantly running into Cory. Yeah. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen the episode, I don't know why the fuck you're listening to this. Go watch the episode, then listen to this. But
yeah, search montage. He's chasing her on the go-kart track. He's painting them, but it's only her that he's drawing.
Yeah.
What else did we see? We see him
he's
going
Aladdin
around
at one point.
He's Aladdin. He's talking to Goofy and the Beast from
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Damn, do you need some coffee?
Probably.
Where's that Beast from? I think he was in a show for Beauty. What is it called?
What is that called?
Little Mermaid.
There it is. No.
You got a favorite Disney movie?
Ooh, Jesus. I
got a few.
I'll go with
Doesn't have to be animated.
No, not animated. Okay.
Doesn't have to be. It can be.
That widens it up a little bit.
Yeah, because I know you're not big on animation.
Animated, I would say.
I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna see if I'm right. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's try Lion King.
Oh wow. Okay. Let me cross this out. Write another one.
What'd you write?
I wrote a Goofy movie.
A Goofy. Oh, yeah.
I can see you being a big Goofy movie fan.
That was pretty huge in my house.
Yeah.
Yes,
The perfect cast.
it was wonderful.
Yeah. Mine is The Grace.
But I was just thinking like classics, I guess.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Yeah. Well, Goofy's a classic. I mean,
I guess.
he's been around like Donald and Mickey.
Sure.
But mine's probably The Great Mouse Detective.
Hmm?
Second, Aristocats.
What about live action?
Live action, Mighty Ducks, man.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Which one?
All fucking three.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which one is the one where they're
Olympics?
I'm guessing it's college age and they do all the pranks and
Yeah,
the
D3.
dorms and
The
stuff.
third one.
Yeah, I like that one.
The only thing I didn't like about that one is it didn't have enough Gordon Bombay. Because, they got a new coach that time, and
Mm-hmm.
he just shows up to kind of like coach Charlie personally.
Right. Would you watch a D4?
If the cast was right, yeah.
What if Charlie is the coach?
I might watch it. You got Emilio Estevez in it?
Maybe an appearance.
Okay. You got Goldberg?
We gotta have Goldberg.
What about the Bash Brothers?
Well, for sure.
The Bash Brothers.
Yeah, they're like on. I don't know if this is really a thing for hockey, but maybe it's like a defensive line like coach or something.
Oh, Enforcers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the Bash Brothers.
The
yeah.
Goons.
Give them something to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why, they're making a D4 where Charlie's the coach?
I've heard rumblings,
Yeah. What
probably for a long time now.
are they going to have the Prodigy do? The hockey player that's like really fucking good. He's on the Hawks.
Oh, was that like the Richie boy?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
But somehow he always gets fucked up in every movie. Like the first one, they took him out in the final game.
Oh yeah, it's always hurt. Yeah.
The second one, he hurt his wrist against the fucking asshole from Iceland, slammed his fucking...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are good.
Those are great.
Apparently they are, because
Yeah.
we remember all of them.
Yeah, I mean, we can remember more about a movie we watched 25 years ago
Than this episode we just watched.
Right.
Yeah. Search montage, lips. She's finally saying, hey, you're just going after the prize of kissing me. Stop chasing me. Chasing is a real turnoff. While we see Cory swimming in the shark tank beside them.
with a sign that says, I will chase you forever.
Exactly. And then we see Kristen again, of course. And that kind of puts a damper on everything. Cory's real sad. So he goes searching around. I think Topanga ran off.
Yeah. He ends up moping by the dolphins.
He runs into the blonde girl from Step by Step.
Is that who that was?
Oh, for sure.
Because she looked familiar.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh shit, Cory's going to get a new girlfriend right here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely her. I don't remember her name. Dana, maybe?
I'm not sure, man. I didn't look her up before this.
Mm-hmm.
I
in
she
Step by Step, I think that's her name.
Yeah.
Maybe. Something like
That's a
that.
good show,
She's
too.
the blonde one. And they get a little talk. He's like, I'm looking for a Topanga. And she's like, what's a Topanga?
I love it when people do that.
And then she tells Cory what all the other kids already learned about the sad little dolphin and losing the mate and whatnot. And then she said, all right, kid, have fun with this dolphin. I'm out of here. And he spills his heart to the dolphin. A little fish, so many fish in the sea joke in there. Good stuff. Oh,
He actually gets the dolphin to eat.
yeah. That's love.
Which was really sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the dolphin whisperer.
And so he chucks in a little whatever to the dolphin. It eats it, and he's like, "I'm out of here." Topanga was hiding out, and she heard the whole thing.
She got some really good fucking hearing if she can hear from where she was hiding.
Right. He wasn't like yelling this or anything.
No, he's like whispering in this dolphin's blowhole. He's like,
Yep. That's what he was doing.
that's exactly what he did, Kyle.
So she chases him down. He's basically like, "Okay, I get it. What are we going to be? Just friends again? That's fine, whatever." And she finally understands that
I finally
what
understand
she's
that all
been
this
telling
is
her the entire time.
Yeah, he kept saying, "I'm telling you from the heart," and then at the end of the episode, she's like, "Now I realize you're telling me all this from your heart." And we're just sitting there, we're like, "That's what he's been fucking saying for 20 minutes."
You dumb bitch.
Well, I didn't say that part. I'm fucking woke. I don't call women bitches.
No, that's true. Skank.
Yeah.
Slut.
He's been telling you that, skank? You fucking slut.
And so they're back. The power couple.
Yeah.
Topanga, Cory.
Soulmates.
The wonderful Disney World
Magic.
streams going on, whatnot.
The magic
fireworks.
of Disney World.
Just great. And that was the end of the episode, and this seemed really short.
It did.
And so does this.
That's because it is.
Where we where are we at?
Yeah. 26.
Ah, that's good enough.
Yeah.
And that was the credits, and then after the credits, we see Cory being in trouble.
Yep, he is.
Because he was in Florida for 2
days.
days with no permission,
Yeah.
and I don't know how they got those tickets. Really, Uncle Nicky seems off.
A little bit. Well, that's just Sean's family.
Yeah. So he's grounded for a month,
Mm-hmm.
and of course Morgan was like, "I was grounded longer than that when I said this," and there was a big long bleep.
It sounded like asshole motherfucker or something.
Yeah, that sounds like something Morgan would say.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Okay, well, you're grounded for 2 months." And
You remember how funny it was back in the day to hear shit beeped? Like you were just conditioned, like if someone's going to say something bad and they get beeped, like you just erupt in laughter.
Maybe.
Please back me up on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel like an idiot.
Yeah, it was
if I'm the
hilarious.
only person laughing at beeps.
That was good.
Yeah.
It was
Like you
good.
would watch South Park and they would say everything except for the F word, and S word would get beeped. And then anytime they said that, you get the beep and you just laugh hysterically.
You think curse words are funny?
I do.
I do.
I do.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Well, you like Morgan?
That's pretty funny, yeah. It cracked me pretty good. I mean, if I didn't have you and, the intruder in there watching it with me, I would have been a laughing idiot.
Yeah. Plus, you don't want to laugh. Maybe open your mouth and take in something.
Yeah, taking contaminants or something. You ever went missing? For days?
Not really. No. Not like where there was like concern. I didn't tell anyone like every detail, but they knew I was somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually, when I first started seeing Tara, I went to come see her in Frankfurt, and I didn't tell anybody where I was going. I was just like, all right, I'm 20 years old at the time,
Right.
so like I'm an adult, I can go do this. And so my mom calls my uncle, who's a police officer,
Well, how long were you gone at this point?
just for the night. Like I came back home.
You came back the same night?
I want to say I did.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know why she called him to come look for me and stuff because he's in a different county, so he can't really do it. He's like, all right, I'll look for him. He probably didn't. He's probably just like, dude, he's a young guy. Of course, he's out somewhere.
Right.
But then my stepmother goes to Sonic, where my ex-girlfriend works, and asks if they had seen me. So what started all this is like crazy to me because I didn't live with my mother at the time, so I don't know why she's looking for me. But
How does this come about? Like, were you at your grandparents or?
I don't know. Like, I guess I told Mom I was going there or something, or I just got up and left and didn't tell anybody where I was going.
So what happened when you get home?
They're just like, you gotta let us know where you're. I'm like, what? Why? I'm 20 years old. I can come and go
And do you still tell your mom where you go?
every night. I call her and make sure I get permission.
Very good.
Yeah. That was one of Brandon's conditions because we had talked about moving in together back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, man, you're gonna let me know if you're like staying out late or something, right? I'd like to know where you're at.
Well, he's used to having a curfew.
Yeah.
I won't say the rest of it on the show, but
Yeah.
you know what Marcus used to say.
What do you say? I completely forgot.
When you get a curfew, you fucking...
Oh, okay, yeah. I
Mhm.
remember.
Can't say these words in 2020.
Oh, no,
but
you can't, but we sure as fuck said them back in 2010, didn't we?
11, 12.
Yeah, maybe all the way up to 16, really.
All the way to 2020.
Probably be saying them in 2021, too, because we're ignorant.
Grounded, Morgan curses. Eric comes in. They're like, hey, we know you had something to do with this. He's like, you have no evidence, so I am going to get out of here.
Yeah.
Enter Feeney.
Yeah, Feeney comes in, he's like, hey, I was digging up my fucking rutabaga turnips or whatever the fuck, and I found this dummy.
Yeah, like how Eric apparently had went into Feeney's yard and garden,
Yeah.
dug up a hole
He buried
to
the
bury
fucking
a dummy. Couldn't just throw it in the trash
No.
or anything like that.
No.
Bury it.
Looked like a person, yeah. Even Eric started to believe it was a person.
That's pretty good. And that's the end, basically. We got anything else to talk about?
Nah, man.
Stretch it out a little bit?
No, that's a pretty clean break right there.
Okay, well,
We're winding up season 3.
I guess we're feeling a little ill today. Maybe that's the problem. A little short.
Really, I thought we did a lot better than last week.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Last week or like just the one right before this, you mean?
Yeah, if you want to kill the illusion, just. a few
Well, I
seconds
mean,
ago.
this is our 5th consecutive week in quarantine. 1 episode a week. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So next week we're going to be wrapping season 3 up with episode 22 of Brother Brother.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
can't wait.
You should like it.
I got a feeling I'm going to.
And then you should definitely like the premiere of season 4. It's very good. I'll give you a little teaser.
Please do.
There's the largest, is it a spoon or a cup? I forget. I won't give you a teaser.
I was going to tease you, but I can't tease you, so I'm going to tease you on a tease.
Yeah. So I think the job is done.
Thank you.
Yeah. You feel
Or-
tickled?
Not really. I got to pee.
Oh, sorry. Tinkled.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess hopefully we'll catch you next week.
All right. See you then.
Bye.